I heard all this beautiful singing, and I thought I'd come in and see what was going on. It sure is snowing out there. I used your broom to sweep off my clothes.
Well, that was all right.
And did you know that if you don't sweep that snow out of them little cracks on your shoes, and you come in the house and you sit down, your feet are going to freeze off.
You sure will. But we're glad you come and visit us tonight.
My, what beautiful children. Would you like for me to tell you a story or say a poem for you?
Yes!
Well, that's enthusiasm, isn't it? Tell you what, I'm going to tell you, I'll tell you a poem after a while, but I'll tell you a story first. I was going to ask you if anybody had ever seen snow. If you just now come in, you've seen snow, ain't you?
Many of
Well, now, I was born about 700 miles north of here. And when it snowed up there, it stayed on the ground a long time. Down here, the snow don't stay down too long. Well, we would get cold up there, 17 below zero, and stay that way about 3 or 4 or 5 days, maybe 2 weeks. We didn't think nothing of it though, because we had nice warm clothes. Even if they were old hand-me-downs or made-overs, we still had warm clothes. We had an old wood heater coal and wood heater in the house, old round stove. And it had a grate in it you could turn, you could burn wood or coal. Well, we burnt coal. Anybody know what coal looks like? I should have brought some down here, shouldn't I? No, we got coal down here. That's how they make our power down here with coal. Well, we'd fire that old fire up, and you'd go outside and you'd look at that old black smoke would be pouring out. And in that smoke there was old soot and ashes. It'd fall all over the ground, on the trees, on the fences. Just made it look awful dirty. But you know what? It'd snow, and that snow would come out and put a white blanket over everything. That was what God's way of renewing things. Did you know God was that good? And He made it snow. Is that the end of the story? You don't know, huh? Okay. Maybe I can tell you a little more about snow. Did you know there was 2 kinds of snow? Did you? Now, somebody shook their head yes back there, and then they shook their head no. Make up your mind. Do you know there's 2 kinds of snow? You do? All right. What kind are they? White and gray? No, what kind? Well, you must have seen snow. That's right. There's old dry snow that falls down when you try to make a snowball and throw it at somebody. By the time you get there, it just fell all apart. But the good old wet snow, you take it, roll it into a nice snowball. Throw the first one out of the tree to see how good the mark was. And if your brother was out there, oh, watch out, brother. You got the next one. So, you see, God takes care of us, don't He? Now, when we would be in school, we had a pencil sharpener to sit on the windowsill, right above it. Now, we didn't have no electric ones like some places, but we had a little cranker. And we'd look out and be sitting in there and studying, and somebody would look out and you'd see a few flurries falling down. And they'd say, "Hey, it's snowing." He's whispering, "Hey, it's snowing." And everybody could hear that, so everybody looked around. First thing you know, it started getting coming down real heavy, just like a curtain. And old Joe, he just had to see that snow, so he had picked up his new pencil and he went over to that pencil sharpener and he stood there and he sharpened that pencil, looking out at that snow. And everybody's had to have their pencil sharpened. Then they all lined up with a pencil sharpener. And old Joe, he's still grinding away on that pencil. First thing you know, Joe's got a pencil about that long left. you know his mother liked that? Then the teacher said, well, I think you've all seen the snow enough. Now everybody sit down. She knew they didn't need to sharpen a pencil. Well, now, when we got out of school, there was an old boy named Jim. We used to have we didn't have backpacks like y'all got today. But we had old straps. We'd tie our books up in a strap and pull the strap over our shoulder. And when it snowed, we'd poke them books in the dip, slip out. And we'd get out there and we'd make a snowball for each hand. Here comes Jimmy. Jimmy'd walk out that door, and first thing you know, Jimmy he'd throw his hands up in the air and say, the snow, the beautiful snow. And you know what happened? He got a volley of snowballs. And as he retreated back into the school, that other hand come over there and he got another volley of snowballs. And we just, after we snowballed him, we just take off and go home, play on the way home. And you know, we didn't have school buses, we had to walk. Whether it rained, snowed, sleet, or whatever, we walked. And I lived about a mile and a half from school. We never thought nothing about walking to school. Would you like to walk to school? Too far, isn't it? This storytelling's work, you know it? Is that enough stories? You know there's more, don't you? And what is it? Oh, yeah, I know what it was. Shoot. Put that old red rag back in my pocket. We like to see it snow at night, and on Friday night especially. Now, why would we like to see it snow on Friday night? Why? No school tomorrow. Well, so what? We could go out and play all day long, couldn't we? Well, on a Friday night or on a Saturday morning real early, one of the boys, maybe Joe, would get up and see that snow, a blanket of snow. You know, when it rains, you can hear it on the roof, can't you? When it snows, it falls down slow and light. A lot of times I got stuck and couldn't go to work because I didn't know it snowed when I got up to go to work. Too bad. But that old snow would fall down real slow. And I would look out and see that snow and say, hey, it snowed. You know, everybody jumped out of bed. You know, that wasn't the school day. In school days, you can't get up out of bed. But when it's Saturday, everybody falls out of bed. When they say it's snowing, everybody jumps up, put our clothes on real quick, ran in the kitchen, ate a bowl of oatmeal and a couple of slices of toast. Out we went. Now the first one out, he grabbed him a snow, made him a nice snowball. And the second one out the door, bang. We'd have a snowball fight. Every once in a while, somebody would get busted upside the head with one. Hey, somebody stole my toupee. Have you got my toupee? All right, now, who has ever seen a castle? Where did you see a castle? In the storybook? And was it in the castle with Snow White and Sleeping Beauty? That was a pretty castle, wasn't it? Them old spires sticking up in the air, painted real pretty. Did you ever see the story of King Arthur and King Richard? Right at the castle gate. A silent deep and a wide and wide covered the sleeping countryside. Open he cried in mercy's name, the north wind biteth like a thin blue flame. I'm weak with the hunger and numb with the cold, and I shall perish here on the wind-swept wold. The lord of the castle looked with scorn at the tattered clothes and the face forlorn. He said, away, 'tis the Lord's birthnight. We've lit up the hall with candles bright, and set up a banquet with dainties rare, and placed at the table a golden chair. For tonight he goes on a worldwide quest in search of the heart that loves him best. Got to catch my breath again. Well, don't you wish I had a big Winn bag? Well, I am no Winn bag, ain't I? Well, I'm gonna get back to that. I said, where was I? On a worldwide quest, the heart searches a heart that loves him best. The beggar turned with a tear-wet eye and a weary tread. But lo, as he went in the hastening night, his garments changed to a glistening white. Come back, and with me abide. Come back, see the doors swing wide. If you have no love, no root, no love in your heart for these, you have no room in your heart for me. And slowly he went on his long, long quest in search of the heart that loved him best. In search of the heart that loved him best. My, how time flies. I should have been home. But my dear wife will think I've hurt myself. And she'll be sending out the dogs to look for me.
Well, we enjoyed your visit, Steve.
I sure enjoy these beautiful children.
Every